Hey, what's up, guys? Crypto Fud. Let's jump right into this one. All right, so we have Floki up, covering another meme coin. I know I've been covering a lot of meme coins lately. They are having crazy runs. A lot of them are looking very bullish. So I just want to cover, these could be possible gains whenever we do get into this full bull market, where some of these, especially small cap meme coins, are going to melt faces. Usually, whenever they're driven with hype, a lot of these coins will run crazy, crazy numbers. And Floki is no change or no different. From mid or about the end of January, we're going to map out. So, around basically exactly, I'm going to look from January the 26th, which was pretty much a month ago, right? Floki's up 412%, currently where it sits at four zeros and a five. Definitely a crazy run up. The local high was around 4065, and it looked like it basically retraced and bounced off this point 0.5 pretty close at around the 3.8 mark. The point 0.5 is going to be your 3.6 mark, so it didn't necessarily hit that point 0.5 fib line, but it hit right above it, and just basically the sellers came in and it bounced right up. Looked like it wanted to go towards that local high, but it couldn't make it. It got rejected around the 5.5, and it looks like it's been just basically consolidating ever since around where it's at right now at the 5. So where do I see Floki going from here? Obviously, if I knew that information, we'd all be just dumb rich, right? But all we can do is kind of look at these charts and see what our support is and what our possible resistance is going to be. Obviously, just looking at this right here, I don't have the full Floki from, the past open. We're just looking at locally right now, what the market's doing right now. And I see two major spots for support. Obviously, I see this point 0.5 at the 3.6 as major support. And I point this out because if you're sitting on the sidelines wanting to jump into the project, or if maybe you are just wanting to add to your bag, the point 0.5 at the 3.6 mark might be a decent spot to jump into. And at the end of the day, which I don't see this happening unless the market like literally takes a dump, the 786, I skipped the 618 and I went down to the 786 because I saw some major, major bounces off of this right here, which would be basically at the 19, the 2 mark. That right there is going to be your major, at the end of the day, support that it has to hold, or we're going to go back down to the dumps. I don't see that happening unless, obviously the market as a whole, Bitcoin, is down. Right now we've been consolidating around 24,000. If Bitcoin possibly goes down something to like, sub $21,000, that's when you're going to see a Floki that's down here back at the 2, finding some support down here. So you're most likely, if we're going to see a little cool off, even from in the whole market from where we're at right now, Floki's probably going to come down here and bounce somewhere around that 3.8 and that 3.6. Obviously, resistance, we're looking at the end of the day, it's going to be this local high. It's going to be your most resistance. It's going to be that 6.5. It'll probably get rejected whenever it tests this number again. It'll probably need to test it multiple times unless we're having some crazy giga pump where the market's just rallying and going crazy. Then you'll see it just shoot off and fly right by. But for right now, I see that 6.5 as as the most spot that you're going to see the most resistance. Other than that, a local small resistance spot is going to be your 5.5. So let's say we have a nice little rally. And let me see exactly from where it's at right now, just to the 6.5, you're looking at a 10% rally, right? So let's say it jumps up 10%. I'm seeing it getting maybe stuck at the 5.5. Maybe we might see those buyers come in. Again, you would have to see the whole market as a whole really thriving. It's not doing bad right now, but it looks like we're in a pause right now where people aren't a lot. There's not a mass sell off, but that volume has dropped. So when you see that happen, you'll see usually the project sitting and like an accordion, kind of just bouncing in between these little 5% marks. And that's exactly what we're seeing with a lot of these projects. So again, if we're seeing, a decent rally in the market again, it'll come. But I'm just saying, like, maybe in the near future, 5.5 will be your local resistance. Maybe we'll test it a few times. Eventually, we will break it if we keep testing that. And then your next spot for some major resistance is going to be that 6.5. I'm going to zoom out real quick before we end this and just see maybe, Floki basically, oh, they're not even going to give me a chart, too far back. So it is what it is. They've been doing that. I had a meme coin up yesterday, and it's the same thing. People in the comments were like, "Oh, we've been out since 21," but they're, for whatever reason, they're only giving me these charts up until like 8 months ago. So it's a little bit difficult for me to see the past exactly what's going on. So we'll go from here. We'll leave it there. 6.5 is going to be your major resistance. The local resistance that we're looking for to get past and break is going to be that 5.5 mark. And again, if you're looking for some nice support, that 382 at the 4.3, but at the end of the day, also the 0.5 is where I would be looking to maybe accumulate or jump into the project, which would be somewhere around the 3.6 mark. We'll leave it there, guys. If you guys haven't already, make sure you guys are subscribing to the channel so you can get instant alerts whenever I'm coming out with any of these projects. Thank you again.